Okay, once again, welcome to the Opinionator Show. I am the biased opinion. I am here by myself with Dante. I'm not all alone, but just kind of alone. I got my drink in my two-step. Yes, just something I just grabbed from the liquor store right quick. It'll work. Just gotta have a drink sometimes, you know. There's a lot of shit going on. What else? LA County is introducing something called slow streets. Slow streets is blocking off the street so people who don't live in the area can't drive down the street. So they don't want you. I don't know if my friend doesn't know that I'm on the radio and I can't answer the phone. Dante, go see if you see my friend Jay outside, please. Thank you. Shout out to my niece Tiffany. She came to my meeting last night. You know, if you guys follow me on social media, The Biased Opinion on Facebook and The Biased Opinion on Instagram, hit me up if you want to make some extra money. I got a couple of things going on that you can make a couple of extra dollars. Shout out to my niece Tiffany for showing up for my Zoom last night. It was a great meeting. Shout out to my sister Andrea. Shout out to my sister Angela. You know, I know she's sad. She can't go to, where's she always going? Japan, I think it is. No, I think she always going to Japan. She can't go to Japan right now. Shout out to whoever's booking a cruise. Did you know that 90,000 people are stuck on cruise ships and y'all dum-dums is out here booking cruises? They said cruise bookings is up 600%. Who would get on a cruise ship?
I was going to go to Israel in October, but I don't know anymore.
What do you mean? You got to think about it?
We planned it a while ago.
You got to think about if you're going to get on a cruise ship or not.
Here's what you got to think about. Since cruise ships' money is coming back, they're not going to give us a refund.
Check this out. Cruise ships are nasty. They don't clean them up. There's 90,000 people. There's 90,000 people who are still stuck on cruise ships all around the world. They won't let them embark. Is that what they call it when you get off the ship?
Yeah.
They won't let them embark. They holding hostage. They out on sea. They jumping off the side of the boat, committing suicide. They did. Read the Forbes magazine. I'll send you the article. 2 or 3 people have committed suicide. They locking them up in their room like they in prison. By now, they should be COVID-free. Just let them have fun. I was going to book a cruise. You better not book no cruise. Anybody getting on the cruise, right? Girl, don't get me started. Y'all better stop.
When's a good time to travel then? Because I'm trying to go someplace.
A good time to travel is in 2022. That'll be a great time to go.
Years.
Well, guess what? Some people never went nowhere for their whole life. So they can wait for 2 years. Them. Well, guess what? Go take a chance. Go on, take a chance there. Throw down the dice. Roll them, nigga. What they hitting for? Your life. You dead. Got the COVID. You can't get back in. The second wave. Hey, niece. My niece Monique in the house. They say it's going to be a second wave of COVID-19 coming in the fall. I don't know why they're saying that. If it's going to be here, it's going to be here. If it's not, it's not. I don't know why they're saying it's a second wave coming. I don't know why they're saying that immunity can't help you against COVID. I do not believe that. I'm not a doctor, but I don't believe that you using your own personal immunity is not going to help you from catching a virus unless it's like herpes or HIV or something like that. Then I guess not. But respiratory virus, that's something that's similar to a flu type thing, which much, much worse than the flu, because I don't want anybody to think that I think it's like the flu, because it's absolutely not like the flu. But I really would appreciate if they stopped saying that every single thing that happened to somebody that had COVID-19 happened because they had COVID-19. It could have happened because it was a side effect of some medication that they were given. Could have been the fact that they was laying on their back for 22 days straight and they can't walk. Like, some of the stuff is just taking it too far. It's brewing too much fear inside of people. We don't need to be living in fear. We need to be living in glory. We need to be living in abundance. We need to be living in positivity, and we need to let that go. We definitely need to still shelter in place. The people who are ill, the people who can go out that are healthy need to wash their hands. Wash your 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 hands. Stay out of people's face. Wear your face coverings. Practice your social distancing. Do what you need to do to remain safe and healthy. Shout out to my girl, Victoria. It was her birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I want to play some graduation music. Play some graduation music. I got a special grad that I got to give a shout out to. Yeah, my niece said, make sure you get up under your nails too. Don't just wash your hands right here. Wash your wrists. Right here, your hands. When you come from outside, take off your clothes, put on clean clothes, wash them. have your outside clothes, take your shoes off near the door. They say it can get on your feet. I never caught a virus from my shoes, but hey, you never know. You might catch it from your shoes. So just be careful. It's on TV yesterday talking about to fly 8 feet in the air and just,
I don't believe that.
it's just some of the shit that they saying is just too much.
It's
like,
not airborne.
if that was the case, we got 40 million people in California, 10 million people in LA County, more than 33,000 people would have this disease right now.
That's a lot of
We
bad air.
would not have 1,200 ICU beds available. We would not have, what did he say today? We got 1,200 ventilators and 1,000 beds available. If it was like that, trust and believe and no. My niece said, babe, my little cousin, Christy, that calls here all the time, Christy McLemore is a magna cum laude graduate from USC. Fight on, Trojan. She graduated today with a master's degree in social change and innovation. I am so very, very proud of her. She has worked hard, diligently. I feel bad that we not up there at USC right now cheering her on, but that's okay. We're going to celebrate you on the Opinionator Show. We're going to celebrate you with the family, and we love you, and we're so very, very proud of you, and drag Brooklyn by the hair so she could graduate from somewhere, too, in the near future. Thank you. Congratulations to Christy. She's a hardworking young lady. I'm so very proud of her. Moving right along, do y'all know who a girl named Letitia Mason is? Me neither. I didn't know who she was either, but somebody tagged me in a post. Letitia Mason claimed that Jay-Z is her daddy. I don't really listen to World Star hip-hop a lot, but they got her on a video, and if you have time, go to worldstarhiphop.com. Maryland woman claims Jay-Z is her father, and her mom has MS. She said Jay-Z's friends have all said, people he used to hang with back in the day, say that he did used to mess with her mother. I don't know how old she is, but I'm going to let you guys listen to what she said, the little tape they have on World Star Hip Hop.
My name is Letitia Mason from Kennesaw. My mom, her name is Lisa Mason. She has multiple sclerosis. I don't know that Jimmy was my aunt or not. There's no way that he can deny anything, especially when people were there that know him. And when he was there, he just looked at me and he was like, Dad, Dad. Then even just in my living room, he was talking to my mom. I was gonna leave it alone. They run me one of these ancestry tests. Finally, I get some type of answers. He knows that I exist.
Well, she got some kind of receipt saying that she related to Jay-Z grandmama. You think she lying?
She lying.
She do got the nose.
She don't even have a nose that much.
She got the nose.
Little curves on her nose. Nope.
She got the nose. You guys can
Big
go.
noses, but not
I'm drinking
the
some
nose.
sparkling wine. What's up, Kelly? I got the text message from your friend. They said you want to lose 30 pounds. I said, yeah, as long as I ain't got to take no Molly. I tickle my own self. I don't do drugs, but I will take diet pills because I do want to continue to lose weight. I have lost about 6 pounds. If you guys notice, I am looking fine. Yeah. I see y'all. I'm an ear rebel. I'm rocking my ear rehab. If you want to get some ear rehab, check out Ear Rehab on Instagram. Shameless plug. Opinionator t-shirts should be coming soon. Shout out to Big Fish. He said he's going to help a sister out. Okay, so this is funny stuff. Do you guys know who Maurice Mo Fain is of Love and Hip Hop of Atlanta? I didn't know who he was either. Apparently, he's married to Carly Red. Y'all remember Carly Red? He's married to Carly Red, and he's also been arrested for bank fraud. Apparently, he tricked the bank into sending him $2 million. For the Paycheck Protection Program. He submitted a request for $3.7 million, saying that he had 107 employees, and his payroll was $1.5 million. He said his payroll was $1.4 million a month. He tricked them into sending him $2 million, Jerry. $2 million. that United Community Bank sent him. He applied on April 15th, and by the end of the month, he had the money, and he's already been caught for spending the money. He's misappropriated the funds. He bought an $85,000 Rolex.
Ooh.
He bought a 6-carat diamond ring. He leased a Rolls-Royce Wraith with the funds, and they're supposed to be for payroll. But here's the funny thing about this story. The name of his trucking company is Flame Trucking LLC. Flame Trucking LLC. Now, go and Google Flame Trucking LLC. And what you will see is he has 2 trucks and 2 employees. So, United Community Bank didn't Google. Forget what he said. You didn't just Google his company and see if it was a legitimate company. Wouldn't a company that had 100 employees have a website? Wouldn't a company who had 100 employees have, you go on there and you type in, you want to get a job, LinkedIn, something. So he's in jail. Did you see it? did you find it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he has 2 trucks. And it was on I went on the DOT website, and it just showed that he had 2 trucks, and he didn't have very much miles clocked in. And I'm mad at the bank more than I'm mad at him, because he shot his shot. If they was dumb enough to go for the stupid shit, they went for it. However, he gonna pay for going for it. I wonder if his wife is gonna be in cahoots with him, and she's gonna be in trouble.
She gonna pay for it.
She gonna be in trouble, huh? I think she's gonna be in trouble too. But somebody was like, they always trying to make black people look bad. You think he the only person that misappropriated some funds? If they giving him out that easy, you think he the only one who got some fake paperwork and sent it in? He the only one that got the first one they got caught. And because he had a fake celebrity, they put it on TV. And because he black, they put it on TV. Because trust and believe and know, he ain't the only one that was going to misappropriate some funds. Because don't forget, the Lakers got some of that money too. And I know good and hell well, the Lakers don't need the money. They gave it back because everybody started ridiculing them. There's a man who owns a private jet company. He got $27 million, and he ain't giving it back. So there's plenty of businesses who are not giving back their PPP fund, and now they're about to give out more money. They just gave the money to the bank to say, here, give it to whoever you want to. How could you give out a $2 million loan in 2 weeks? You can't even close a home loan for $232,000 in 2 weeks unless you got cash. Unless you got cash. If you're getting financed, you can barely close a damn car deal in 2 weeks. If you got bad credit, call Barry Mack. He'll help you. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about more good news. Play the graduation song again. We got another graduate. We honoring the graduates here on the Opinionator Show today. We honoring the graduates. If you have a graduate that you would like to honor, you could call 310-910-9676, extension 1, and shout out your grad. Everybody loves Nick Cannon. You know Nick Cannon from Wildin' Out, Drumline. Well, let's give a special congratulations to Nick Cannon. He graduated from Howard University with a BA in criminology and a minor in African studies. And shout out to another Howard grad, my neighbor, Morgan Williams. She graduated in Afro-American Studies. She got her diploma today. She had her virtual graduation. They didn't call her name the last time, but they called Morgan's name today, and I'm going to call her name today for her mom. I know how hard they have worked for her to graduate. She is the DJ of Howard University. She's
a real good DJ. She's
going big places in this world, and I just want to give her a special shout out. Shout out to my niece, Jade. She's graduating down there in Atlanta. Shout out to my nephew, Mikey Davis. He's graduating down there in Atlanta. We got so many graduates, So happy for the people who are graduating, who stuck it out, who fought the good fight. Shout out to my homeboy, Man Moore. He said he got a 799 credit score. Ladies, y'all better get on Man Moore, girl. He is available, and he got good credit, so you better rush on over there. He said he ain't got no credit card debt and a 799, girl. Single ladies, get on Man. You better start inboxing them. You better wave at them, girl. You better, hey, William. If you need some soursop tea, you better hit up William Alexander. He got that soursop tea for you. He delivered $20 a gallon. Hey, shout out to Baby Rain. She should be about 6 months now. Shout out to Rena. She sells real estate. If you need some real estate, call Rena Carr. It's going to be a good real estate market right now. Yeah, I'm doing shameless plugs tonight on the Opinionator Show, because sometimes you just got to shout out the people who actually support you.
Call me if you want to sell your house.
Did I tell you you got a real estate license?
No, not yet. I can help you sell your house, though. Give you some cash.
I love him. He's the only millennial I think I like. I don't know why I'm cracking my own stupid ass self up today. I don't know why Kevin didn't come. We got a good thing to talk about, and he is not even here. I feel bad that he's not here. 8 months. See, that's what I'm talking about. Rainy is 8 months.
Where's Roy? When is Roy going to return?
I don't know. Maybe he's not returning.
Tell him to bring his ass up here.
Hey, this is the Opinionator Show. I miss him. He's selling masks. He working full time now. You know, he better take them naps. He be tired. I miss Screw the Rules comedy though. We used to have a lot of good funs and laughs.
You can't do a show, huh?
He can't do a show. You know, everybody out here. There's a lot of people. You must. Man said, "Tell us some more news. Tell us some more news." Oh. Shout out to Kid Webb. If you need life insurance, if you can't get in contact with me, call Kid Webb. He has some life insurance for you, some financial services. And my sister. Shout out to my sister. My sister killed the whole game last night. I just want to give her a special shout out. She out here hustling. She might not be bumper curling hair, but she out here getting her money. And I'm really, really proud of her. Really, for real. No bullshit. So we got a problem with victim shaming. Every time a black person is murdered by the police or pretty much by anybody and it turns into big national news, some kind of way that black person goes on trial. Even when they a 17-year-old kid, even when they a 13-year-old kid playing with I don't even think Tamir Rice was 13. I think he was 11.
He was 8.
He wasn't 8. I think he was 11. He wasn't 8. You a child outside playing with a pop gun at the park, and somebody drives up in 2 seconds and kills you. The police. Not somebody, the police, who was supposed to be there to protect you. He was 12. 12-year-old Tamir Rice gunned down in the park in Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio. We have Ahmaud Arbery, killed by some vigilantes who claimed that he was doing a robbery. He wasn't doing a robbery, a burglary. He was doing exactly what I did the day before yesterday. I was being nosy. I went over to the Plute Homes, their building where Daniel Freeman used to be, and I took my cell phone and I walked around the construction site. You know why? Because I'm nosy. That's what people do at construction sites. They walk around, they nosy, they want to see the new property that they build. And when they build new subdivisions, if you live in Vegas, if you live in Inland Empire, you're just like, oh, they building some new houses. Let's go look back. So you go in there and you look. You say, oh, these rooms are small. Oh, they ain't got no whatever. I don't want to climb up no stairs. Yeah, this is a little bitty closet. This house is too close. I could touch the neighbor's house. That's all the stuff that you say when you go and look at property that's not yours, that you're not going to buy because what? You're being nosy. That's what people do. They be nosy. I've been nosy. You've been nosy. I don't know nobody who ain't nosy. It's human nature to be nosy. You want to see. I was watching a movie before I came here. It was bank robbery. They said, get down. They had a gun. Why is everybody still turning around and look? Somebody got a gun in my head and say, lay down, hero. I'm going to lay down. I don't want to see what you're doing. I don't care. As long as you ain't shooting me, I don't want to see. And even if you are shooting me, I want to find out after I'm shot. I don't really want to see you shoot me. If I find out I'm shot later, I'm like, damn, I got shot. But I don't want to see you shoot me. That's stupid. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that blacks are always blamed as a victim. No, I haven't seen one news story about the McMichaels and their history of harassing people in the neighborhood. I'm pretty sure that when they shot and murdered and hunted down Ahmaud Arbery, that was not their first time doing that. Maybe it was their first time murdering somebody, but I guarantee you it wasn't their first time harassing somebody. It wasn't their first encounter, probably even with him. They had it in for people. So why are we talking about if he had a record, if he was going to somebody's property looking at a construction site? None of that matters. What matters is if they're going around thinking that they're the police, policing the community with shotguns and harassing people. They're not the police.
It's vigilante stuff.
Exactly. And I guarantee you when it all comes out, they have had some kind of encounter with that man before. That wasn't their first time ever seeing him. But that don't matter. We got a new case. We got a girl. Her name is Breonna Taylor. She was 26 years old. She was laying in her bed asleep. The Louisville, Kentucky police decided that they was going to come with a search warrant, a no-knock search warrant for some narcotics. It must have been a whole lot of narcotics to come to somebody's house at 12:40 at night with the batter ram damn near, shooting on all sides of her windows, all throughout her house, looking for her and a guy that was already in custody. Supposedly they were looking for her because she had given him a box several weeks ago. He's in custody. She's sleeping. Her and her man are asleep. They come busting the door. Her man shoot a shot. Bow. He in a bed asleep. He don't know who it is. They don't say, it's the police. Let us in. We looking for Breonna Taylor. They just start shooting. They just shot the lady whole house up. They shot the young lady 8 times. They shot her 8 times in her own house while she was asleep. Now, a week or two later, now the story has gone national. Now they're bringing out that supposedly she was on the warrant. And all that. Well, of course they're going to say all that stuff now that she didn't got shot 8 times. Even if she was on a warrant. Even if she was selling drugs. Who cares? You're not supposed to come to somebody's house and murder them before they go to jail. Get a lawyer. Go to trial. Do whatever we have a system that's supposed to work. For some reason, justice don't work for African Americans. African Americans are always the person that's the guilty party. We're always, even though we're a victim, some kind of way we become the villain. We're the victim, but now we're on trial. Trayvon Martin was a little kid. It's a teenage boy going to the store for him and his brother. He turned into this bad person who did this, who did that. Who cares whatever he did? George Zimmerman didn't know nothing about that boy. He never seen him a day in his life. He just thought that he was the police over him and he was going to tell him what to do. And when Trayvon got with his program, then we know how that ended. Really, really tired of the victim blaming. I'm tired of the narrative in the media that we need to blame the victim. We need to find out who these police are. CBS News, I posted on my Facebook page. CBS News has the pictures of the people that were there at the shooting. We need to investigate them. We need to find out what their background is. Just like that police officer out here that was beating up the Hispanic man at the gate. He has a history of doing this kind of stuff. This is the kind of police officer that he is. We need to get these type of people off of the police forces all over America. We need to stop the victim blaming. We need to tell the media it's not the Trayvon Martin murder. It's the George Zimmerman murder case because he's the killer. Trayvon Martin is the victim. He's not the killer. We're not going to say the killer's name. Why not? Say the killer's name. They always say, oh, we're not going to give him no. Say the murderer's name. Say the person that's going down hunting people's kids. Put all that, like right now to this day, we still don't know nothing about Amber Geiger. Amber Geiger just went to somebody's house, murdered them, moved all her furniture out her house, we don't know nothing about that bitch, and the judge gave the bitch a Bible. Now she's serving her 10-year sentence. The next thing you know, you're going to hear she done got out because of COVID-19. That'll be the next story. Or some kind of way it's a technicality and they didn't let her out of prison. They never want to put the white person on trial. It's always the black victim that goes on trial. And the black people sitting here going along with it. Here at the Opinionator Show, we're not going along with it. I don't care if Breonna Taylor was selling drugs. I don't care if she sold drugs out her window. The police had no right to go in her house and shoot her 8 times. They could have came in there, knocked on her door, said, we looking for Breonna Taylor. Are you her? You're under arrest. We have a warrant for your arrest, or we have a warrant to search your place. And she could have either let them search her place or let them search her place. They had no right to kill that woman's child.
That's what the warrant's for.
Right. But who's issuing no-knock warrants? That's just a recipe for a disaster. What could they have possibly been looking for in her apartment? The girl was a healthcare worker. She wanted to be a registered nurse. She had dreams. She had hopes. She had goals. She had things she wanted to do with her life. Now she can't do nothing. Now her man, who wasn't even on a warrant and wasn't even in it, is fighting for his life. They got him for attempted murder on a police officer. He was registered to carry a firearm. He was in the bed asleep. He had no idea they was the police. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't have no idea what was going on. All he was trying to do was get some shut-eye and some coochie. Now look. Now look. I Donated to his GoFundMe. I have his GoFundMe up for his legal defense on my page. I would like everybody who's my friend who follows the Opinionator Show. His name is Kenneth Walker. You can go to GoFundMe. You can find his GoFundMe.
Give $1. Give anything.
Give anything. Give whatever you can afford. But we need to make our GoFundMes go viral, just like they GoFundMes go viral. Because I bet you the McMichaels got a GoFundMe somewhere and somebody. My phone. I'm on my show. Don't you get it? My phone keeps ringing and I'm on my show. Yeah, it really, really unnerves me when this is what keeps going on. And I called it as soon as it happened with Ahmaud Arbery. I said, here comes the victim blaming. Now that we finally got the story, it took them 2 months to get the story out. Now that we have the story out, now they're going to start blaming the victim. Now they're going to try to find a way to say that he did something wrong. Hey, I say that all the time. Until people start getting their head blown off, then people will stop. But they tell me, no, you can't do that, Yolanda. You can't be a vigilante, whatever. And I pray to God that I never have to be. But there's some people that breathe air and walk on earth that I will be a vigilante for. And I won't feel nothing about it. I know y'all going to put money on my books. I know y'all going to come visit me because there's some people out here in this world that I love like that. And y'all know I ain't no thug or no gangster. I don't cause trouble. I love peace. I love my family. But just certain shit is not going to fly with mine. Right. Definitely. When just selling narcotics become a death sentence? When did you get the death penalty because you sell drugs?
J.P. Morgan had like 5 tons of drugs on their
They did on that ship, and nothing happened. You ain't never heard nothing about it ever again.
Never again. How you got 5 tons and nobody say nothing? Because
they all had a piece of the money. They want to get paid. Y'all know the number. If you got something to say about this, call me, 310-910-9676. That I thought that me and Kevin was going to be here to chit-chat about this, but he ain't here. He didn't show up today, and I don't even know whatever else I thought that I could want to talk about. I did want to talk about that, what's the Kentucky senator? Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell made some very negative comments about President Obama lying, saying that President Obama didn't leave a plan for a pandemic. There's a North American plan for pandemic something. There's a 78-page plan that the Obama administration, along with Canada and Mexico, had already printed out in case something like this happened.
He literally said, too, I remember.
Yeah, he's a goddamn lie.
He was like, we could have this issue, because it was right after Ebola. He was like, we could have this issue in the States, and we will not be ready for it. And I'm scared if that happens.
Well, when you leave a 2-year-old in charge, what do you expect? This is what happens.
Yeah, I think they want to create a diversion of this Obamagate, because I think that's what they're calling it now. And just, they're about to do some sketchy stuff. President
Trump has about 99 different pending legal issues. From taxes, from sexual assaults, from debunked fake school, from bankruptcies, from people he ain't paid. We can go on and on and on and on. Was Obama perfect? Absolutely not. President Obama was not perfect. This is some things that he should have did better. Absolutely. It was some things he did he shouldn't have done. That whole Fast and Furious thing, that was a shit show. What else did they do that was jacked up?
Killed a lot of kids in Iran.
They killed a bunch of kids in Iran with those drones. Just a lot of stuff that they did that was foul. But that's what comes with being a president. Like, somebody gonna die. For us to be free, somebody else ain't gonna be free. That's just how it goes. So, I'm sorry. I'm like being free. So, I apologize to whoever ain't free. I hope that they don't come to the shoes on the other foot. But it could.
You barely free.
Baby, I'm freer than whoever living in Syria. I know I'm freer than Syria. They over there living in rubble. Them ladies in Iraq been running.
They might start popping caps in your house.
Well, they could pop some caps in my house, but some caps gonna fly back out. And it's gonna be some smoke. I don't think Lucky and them gonna let me just be somewhere shot up in the house and ain't nobody gonna ride for me. I know y'all gonna ride for me. Nah, I'm just playing. For real though. There's just a lot of stuff going on in the world that's just really, really not right. But there's a lot of good stuff going on. There's so many food banks. Shout out to Herb Weston. Shout out to the YMCA in Baldwin Hills. All these churches. Just so many people are helping people, It's just a lot of help and love and support out there. And, yeah, we having hard times. We are. And, yeah, we don't know. A lot of people don't know where their next check is coming from. And that's terrible. But guess what?
3 more months?
But guess what? These are the times for people to figure out what they could do on their own to make their own money. People selling plates. They making masks. My girlfriend made some soap. That shit looked like it came from Bed Bath, Body Work, Couture.
I will sell your house and get you cash.
Patsy over there blinging out the world. You know, it's people out here, they got their side hustles on, you know. We got a lot of first responders. One thing about African Americans, we work the jobs the white folks didn't won't no more. That's why we all still got a check coming, and they probably don't. Because all the people that work at DWP, the county building, the hospital, the schools, they all getting a check. All you good pencil pushing techies, I don't know. Y'all gonna have to make an app for the app. They got an app that's going to start track. Would you guys sign up for the app that's going to track you and know where you are and know your temperature? They said they just passed a bill in the House. I don't know if it's going to pass the Senate, where they can track your searches on the computer without a warrant. They can track whatever you're searching on your search bar. I already know they tracking me. I was in a meeting about life insurance on my computer. And they could hear it on my phone. An ad for life insurance came up. Just all of a sudden out of nowhere. So I know that your phone is listening to what you're saying. So I just want whoever's listening on my phone to know that I'm no victim. So whatever is going to happen over here, it's going to be some consequences and repercussions fucking with YD. Because I don't play like that. So
you have a bunch of guns popping in your ass now.
That's okay. I've been living in South. I've been living in she said, nope, I don't want people to know where I am. I don't blame you. I know these phones are trackers. Everything I talk about on my phone, some kind of way becomes an ad on my phone that day or the next day. I don't care what it is. It could be fried chicken. It could be a Jamba Juice. It doesn't matter what it is. Some kind of way it comes on an ad on my phone. I see so many cute things that they're posting on social media, and I'm thinking, I would like to buy these sandals, but guess what? I don't got nowhere to wear them. So I won't be buying them. Shout out to all the boutiques out there, you know, Sweet Rags, Filthy Rags, Sabrat, Dazzle, all my local boutiques. I miss you guys. I don't know what we're going to do. They canceled Hollywood Bowl for the whole season. I just don't know what I'm going to do.
You know what they're talking about?
What?
Drive-up concerts or drive-in concerts. Would you be down for that?
A drive-in concert? No.
Why not? I mean, somebody got to be sober because they got to drive home, but that would be fun.
I just want them to bring back card parties, domino parties.
Those aren't coming back anymore.
They are. I'm going to have one. Everybody that's on here going to come if I ask them to. Ain't nobody going to stay in the house for 3 months. It's going to be 99 degrees. Ain't nobody going to stay in the house. They might not be able to go to the club or the restaurant. Who has some jacked up food to go? Food to go is not right. Fine dining is meant for plates and forks. It is not meant for plastic. That's why I always say, I don't like it when I see all them plastic and paper plates because your food is not right on that plastic. It's something about it that's not right.
Tastes good at the cookout, though.
But cookout food is for paper plates. Filet mignon is not for paper plates. Lobster is not for paper plates. Do you think so, Leroy? Do you think that lobster is for paper plates? I don't think so, sister. Absolutely not. I'm so glad he got the air conditioning on because I'm having a 47-year-old moment. It's hot in here. What else is going on, Dante? I haven't got nothing else to talk about. We got 15 whole minutes. Tell me what you want to talk about.
It's a good question. What do I want to talk about? I'm glad the Tekashi thing isn't going anywhere, like taking off from that.
You see, he got a new song out and he's mad because they're not putting him on Billboard. I hope Billboard never puts him on Billboard. I hope they never put another one of his records. I know you guys probably don't know who Tekashi 6ix9ine is. He's a little ignorant, little Hispanic rapper with the rainbow hair who told on a bunch of people and now he's out.
I was scared because he had Too Lil on his live and no one's ever had that many people on an Instagram live before, but...
Judah said, if you get it in my house, you get it on a paper plate. I love my sister. She got all kinds of fine dishes and glassware. You know, she's the fanciest motherfucker on earth. But you go over there, you about to get some Dixie. That's what you gonna get from Dixie. Tracy Ellis Ross got a new. Have anybody been watching Black as Fuck? You know what? I want to tell you.
Terrible.
You think it's terrible, but you like Insecure. You think
That's
Black as Fuck.
That's
it's
so
not different. You think that Black
why.
as Fuck is terrible, and you like Insecure.
Here's why it's different. Issa is an awkward black girl, and Kenya Barris is trying to be an awkward black man. But I think the way they convey themselves is just completely different. Issa's trying to make it. Kenya Barris already made it, so he's basically complaining about his problems that no one relates to. Issa, we millennials especially go through these things, you know. Like,
but he's making fun of himself. That's the joke.
It's not that funny.
But it is funny when he's wearing those Gucci sweatsuits every day. That's hilarious. And that funny. His kids are in a car behind him, and he's driving in a sports car while his kids drive behind him. That's funny.
That's funny about that.
Because it's stupid. But that's something that somebody rich would do.
Exactly. See, when I'm rich, that's not the stupid stuff I'm gonna do.
You don't know what you're gonna do when you're rich. He didn't think he would do that. Everybody that I know that became rich said how they wasn't gonna act funny, how they was a real nigga, and they was gonna whoop whoop, and they was gonna look out for their people. I never seen them weirdos again. They somewhere with some skinny jeans on, hanging around others, and eating pate.
I'm eating a lot of pate.
Yeah, you're gonna be eating escargot.
Escargot.
No, I'm going to tell y'all what they said is the stupidest movie on TV. My Name is Henry, or John Henry. They got Terry Crews in it. They said that's the dumbest movie ever of all time. They said don't ever watch that. But I thought that Coffee and Kareem was the dumbest movie that I ever saw. Yeah, that was stupid.
For my new job, I did the music for that one.
You edited the music?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We help get the music in movies and stuff like that. So the soundtrack, what do you think of the music?
I didn't watch it because it was...
it was really bad.
Like, even on Black as Fuck. I like the movie, but in what reality does a black child call their black father a dick? Where and when would that happen? That I don't care how rich you are, your kid ain't about to call you a dick without getting slapped, choked, beat, cussed out, hog-tied. Some type of physical violence will come to you if you called your father, your black father. I don't care how rich he was. I just can't imagine that could happen.
Never.
I don't care for Rashida Jones being cast as the wife. She's not funny to me at all.
I like Rashida Jones though.
Why?
I don't know. I just like her.
Why?
I really don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was white for a long time.
Her mama was Peggy Lipton, but you don't know who that is. She damn near white.
But when I knew that was Quincy Jones, so I was like, oh, makes sense.
Yeah. She don't look nothing like Quincy Jones. None. Not one little thing. Not one bit. So, what else was I going to talk about that? Oh, How to Get Away with Murder. So, if you didn't see it, this is going to be a spoiler alert. So, you should turn off right now because this is going to be a spoiler alert. I haven't watched How to Get Away with Murder in years, but I watched the series finale last night. So, of course, in the end, Annalise got away with murder. I was happy about that. And she lived to a ripe old age, and that's how it ended. And it was good.
Really? They kind of like say what happens in the future with it?
They showed her in the future. At the end of the show, it was her funeral, and she was old. You loved her on the Mod Squad. Now you showing your whiskers, sister. Nobody know about no damn Mod Squad. No. You know what the Mod Squad is, Dante?
I don't know what the Mod Squad is.
What else happened? I usually have a lot more news to talk about, but our conversations usually go so long because if Kevin here, it take him so long to get one paragraph out. I'll be sitting here waiting for him to get his thought. I'm like, somebody calling me. They want chit chat. Welcome to the Opinionator Show. I am the biased opinion. Get it off your chest. Hey, Sam, what's going on, my brother? It's all good in Inglewood. What is that on? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. It go all in. The adulterer. Who stars in it? Okay. Okay, you know what? But sometimes Okay. Well, that's it. That's all you got for me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling me. Talk to you soon. Thank you. You too. He said it's a movie on Netflix called The Adulterer. He think it's on Netflix. He said it was a good one.
Ooh, yeah, that is a good movie.
You saw that movie
I couldn't
too?
Hear what he said.
He said The Adulterer. He said The Adulterer.
It's intense.
Yeah, he said it was. He said it was very intense. I don't know. Like I told you guys, watch The Banker. If you have Apple TV, The Banker is really good. And The Last Dance. I'm just so obsessed with
the music for that one too.
You told me that the music for Last Dance is fire. The story, you know, everybody who's watching this grew up watching Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan was always a private person, always standoffish, always highest level competitor. Was known to be kind of a jerk. His teammates, you know, said he was a tyrant. And he said in The Last Dance, he said, yeah, you know, my teammates, other people, they might call me a tyrant, but you know what? They ain't never won nothing. That was like, that stuck into my brain so deep. Like, I can't get that. I can't stop thinking about that.
Did you like that?
I liked it because I'm nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a giver. I'm always doing stuff for people. I'll take my shirt off right now if you cold and go home in my bra and be like, well, Dante was cold. I just gave him my shirt. But the people who be winning, they ain't like that. They gonna do whatever they gotta do to win. And they'll give you the shirt later when they got a whole lot of extra shirts. You ain't getting this shirt for me because I gotta win. This is my shirt, and I can't win if I ain't got this shirt on.
I think he was an asshole.
It don't matter. It don't matter. He knows he was an asshole, but his asshole, would any of them been whoever they are without him being an asshole? Would Phil Jackson have won all them championships? No, he would not. Would Scottie Pippen be known for what he's known for? No, he would not. Would a dude like B.J. Armstrong have ever won a championship? Absolutely not. Hey, V, I want one of those tie-dye outfits that you have. Being nice is cool and all that, but at some point, you got to have a little asshole in you. You got to have a little being shitty in you, because all this being nice, all you get is tired. And take it from me. You tired, and the majority of people you tired from don't give one shit that you tired, and they ain't gonna help you back. Now, if you think I'm lying, try me. Call me. I could write you a whole long list of things to do, and you gonna be tired, and guess what? Nobody gonna care that you're tired. They're gonna be like, woo, that Yolanda, she be doing everything, girl. Hey, do you have any fried chicken over there? Because I was hungry. Yeah, girl, I'll fry you some.
I still think he was an asshole.
He was an asshole, but so what? Where does it say you got to be nice?
His legacy is tainted because of that.
It's not.
It is.
His legacy is not tainted.
He had a 10-part series come out about him, and the conversation is that, was Michael Jordan a good person? You had a 10-part series to explain yourself, and people are debating if you are a good person. What is good? Did Michael Jordan ever not be there for his teammates? Did he ever not work hard? Like he said, every single thing that I ever asked my teammates to do, I did it too. That's how you know you a good manager. Every time I've ever managed people, every single thing that everybody that ever worked for me for, I did the same thing they could do. You know why? Because that's how people know that you're a real leader. Because if it's all hands on deck, that means these hands too. All hands are on deck. You don't tell me that we real busy, but you standing here and you're not doing shit. Michael Jordan came to camp. He wasn't fat. He wasn't out of shape. His pinky toe didn't hurt. He didn't have to get no surgery. When he was hurt, who knew that his ass was down there in North Carolina playing basketball when he was supposed to be hurt? That was real. The competitive part.
Who knew that?
And stuff, I rock with him. He's one of the greatest. But as a person, and even, I don't know if you saw Isaiah Thomas and Charles Barkley kind of going back and forth with each other.
They're jealous of him. They're jealous.
I don't think they should be jealous of each other. I think if Michael was a good dude, he would sit him down. You know, I beat y'all for X amount of years.
They're jealous.
I don't think it's jealousy.
It's absolutely jealousy. He has what they wanted.
I think if two people have a problem with the same person over the same thing and kind of can say, yo, this dude is an asshole. Like, I don't ever see my
How could Isaiah Thomas maybe, but he's a womanizer and has a whole bunch of bad shit on his side that we've never heard about Michael Jordan. You've never heard that Michael Jordan did anything inappropriate.
Gamble.
No. Gambling. He gambled his money.
He gambled his money and lost his daddy life. Everybody knows this.
That's not true.
That's what the story's going
But that's not true.
Everybody, yes.
That is not true. That's a lie. That is not true.
I will refuse to believe
that is not true. And I wish that people would stop saying that lie. That is a lie.
That's what the documentary wants you to say.
There's no proof of what you're saying. How could Michael Jordan, it's no debt that Michael Jordan ever had that he couldn't pay. So why would his dad?
He had a homie that needed to pay X amount of dollars for a loan and he gave him the money. What happened to his dad? We don't know. There's no serious story behind it.
I don't believe that.
Gambling all the time, both of them. It wasn't just
all Michael Jordan does is compete. He loves to compete. Like he said, I only bet on myself because I know what I can do. So he gambles on cards. He gambles on basketball. He gambles on shots. He gambles on golf. That's what he do. He gambled. That's his thing.
And he drink. You see his eyes?
He started drinking later. When I met Michael Jordan, all he drank was Coke.
It took him a little bit. But
he wasn't drinking nothing.
I don't know. As a role model, and he said this, he was like...
He never wanted to be a role model. He just wanted to be a basketball player.
I can respect that. But I feel like as a man, at some point, you have to be an example for the people behind you. And he did not do that at all.
You don't think that the work ethic of Michael Jordan...
replicated.
Could be replicated
Kobe.
in the NBA would be 10 times better than what it is.
Kobe. I believe that 100%.
Yeah, when we found out that he was Kobe's mentor, it made all the sense in the world. How how he behaved, how he played, how he would shoot 1,000 jump shots. Mm-hmm. These dudes are not committed like that. When the game is over, they're going to the club.
I think with Kobe, and he would be on his teammates. There's videos of him cussing his teammates out, this, that, and the other. But off the court, like post basketball, when I got to do philanthropy, I got to build some people up, I got to help women's basketball. Like I respect that a lot more than just trying to sell shoes and not doing anything else besides making millions.
He never knew that because it never had happened before.
It became his responsibility.
It never had happened before that one person and one item became this phenomenon that's still going on 30 years later. That never happened before in sports. So he didn't know what to do with that. Do I think that he probably should address the fact that the people in his own city was getting murdered for the shoe? Yes, he should have. But then he would have had to acknowledge that people was getting murdered, and he didn't want to acknowledge that.
He did because he gives money to anti-gun or gun laws and gives money to prisons and stuff. His morals, I don't respect him as a person. If you don't like gun violence, you need to talk about how people are killed over your shoes. If you say that devalues your company, and he's not going to do that. It's all about the money.
No,
why is it
nobody is
an asshole if it is
nobody
all about money to you.
Right now, they got COVID-19 at a business. They're not going to come on to... Perfect example, the Lakers. 2 people on the Lakers had COVID-19. Mm-hmm. To this moment, we don't know who they are. But you know why you don't know? Because the Lakers don't want you to know. The other team, we knew who the people was. They're not going to damage their brand by saying so-and-so had COVID-19.
You're not supposed to give somebody medical information out like that. They should have never said that the first dude had coronavirus. You should never give out somebody medical.
They said it was okay. You can't give out people's medical information without them saying it was okay. Well, I'm sure they said it was okay. You're never, ever, ever going to, you shouldn't ever devalue yourself and whatever you're representing. It wasn't his fault that people were so desperate and so ignorant that they was killing each other over sneakers. However, back to what I was saying last night to somebody, people who are in poverty situations do stupid shit because they in poverty. So they ain't thinking clearly.
So then be an example.
He was an example. He worked hard. He went to college. He got married. He had kids. He walked the walk. He talked the talk. When the shit went bad, he got a divorce. He paid his wife half the money and kept it pushing.
So it's not about the money.
It's always about the money, Dante.
It's not. It's about.
You sat right here in that chair and told me you don't want to pay this and you don't want to pay that because you want a legacy. You sat right there and told me that in that seat that you're sitting in right now. It's always about the money.
It is about, you should make money. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that you should value other things more than money, especially.
Why?
Why? Because there's more things important than money. Money isn't
to
real.
you.
Money isn't going
to
be
you.
Forever.
It's more things that's important to you and to me, but to the world. The first thing somebody gonna say when you say something about somebody, but she paid, but he paid. Well, I could go out and be a mercenary and start killing people for money. I could be rich by the end of the month.
You're a terrible person.
And get paid. Right, but I could get paid.
That's not it, though.
The people that I'm killing is terrible. That's why somebody sent me to kill them. They ain't killing no good people. They don't just send people out to kill good people. Don't you know that? devil's advocate. I'm not telling the truth. The point that I'm making is you could get rich doing whatever. I could be pawning my daughter off and saying, I got this beautiful young virgin over here. Who wants to have her? $3 million, $5 million.
Assholes.
But people do that kind of shit.
And they shouldn't. Which
But
is why
they do.
Which is
And
why
if-
LeBron James and Kobe are much better athletes
When-
than people, because they
When
took
Lindsay
his work ethic.
Lohan turned 18 years old, she was on the cover of some shit with a bra and titties all out. On her 18th birthday. She got rich real quick, but she went down real quick. But guess what? Wherever she's at right now, she's still rich.
Parent Trap was my
Because her
favorite movie.
parents served her up like that. That was okay. So people do whatever they got to do to get paid. I'm not mad at Michael Jordan. I'm not mad at Michael Jordan. The Last Dance, if you haven't watched it, I know it's going to win a bunch of Emmys. It is phenomenal TV to really get a real glimpse into the real stuff that happened. You know, when they had to go search for Dennis Rodman because he was out turning up. You know, them having to deal with the dynamics of him. The way Scottie Pippen did, a lot of stuff that he did. It's really, really great
I
TV.
wish
If you
they
haven't
would
seen,
talk about Scottie Pippen, because he got a whoo.
if you haven't watched The Last Dance on ESPN, check it out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following. Thank you for supporting me. Y'all know my Cash App if y'all want to keep the show going. $YD Reigns, REIGNS. We always take donations here at the Opinionator Show. You know, it's COVID-19, work is slow, but guess what? God is good. I have everything I need and the majority of things I want. So I'll see you next week here on the Opinionator Show every Friday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We out. Where's my music?
It was only 15. The last 15 seconds it cuts off.
But where's my music I could listen to? Dante ain't playing no music. He know about music, but he ain't playing no music.
A DJ and a house seller. I will sell your house. Get you cash.
You ain't got no license. You can't sell my house.
Can.
My head.